So the next question is, are we moving to Atlanta? Do you want to answer?
Everybody, good news!
What is the good news?
We got washing!
We did! Thanks, Garmin, for hooking us up. These are super sweet. We've been wanting smartwatches for a long time, and these are really nice, and even Tyanna got one. The problem is that Tyanna is able to send messages to Rhianna's watch or your phone?
Both.
To both?
Yeah.
And so guess how many messages she sends every 5-10 minutes?
How many?
How many?
A lot.
A lot. It's really cute, though.
This isn't sponsored.
Yeah, it's nice. Yeah.
Garmin just sent us these, and we just opened them. We're just excited, so.
Yeah, awesome. All right, let's jump into today's Q&A. We haven't done a Q&A in a little bit, I don't think. I don't know. I lose track. A lot's happened in our life.
A lot.
A lot.
All right, so you guys asked some great questions on Instagram, and we're in the car right now headed to a festival downtown. We're going to answer the first question, and we're going to be taking you through the day. We're going to be spilling the tea. Question number 1, which is fitting because we're in the car, is, did John ever fix the car?
Let me show you. So let's take a little peek right here. And I did fix the car. Kinda. It's still really, really hard to start. But I fixed the main problem. So I was getting ready to take it to Ford. It was going to be about $1,500 to fix it. And I found, is it in here? Aha. So I remember we had this back from when we had Rhianna's Prius, and she had some type of problem, and I bought this little OBD2 reader off Amazon for like 15 bucks. I plugged it into our Ford here. I reset all of the codes, and I turned the car back off, turned it back on, and everything was working again. But we have a second problem. We have our power steering back, but now the car won't start so easy. Guys, I think we're finally getting to the point where we may need a new vehicle. This is a 2008 with 160,000 miles on it. It served us really well. Does that make it like 18 years old?
No, 17.
17 years old. Crazy.
I can't believe it's that old. This car's done good.
It's done really well for us, but it's getting there. Long story short, the car is fixed-ish.
Sorry I doubted your car fixing abilities, babe.
I'm glad I remember this. Saved us 1,700 bucks or something like that.
You ready to go to the festival?
Yep.
Okay, got your watch?
Yep.
All set? Let's go. Babe, look at her.
You love your little watch, baby girl? All right, now listen. It'll be a little bit distracting, okay, for you. And so when you're crossing the road, when you're walking upstairs, don't look at your watch. Look ahead, and then you look at your watch occasionally. Do you know what occasionally means? Can you say that?
Occasionally.
Say occasionally.
Occasionally.
Good job. Occasionally means look at it every once in a while.
Did not make any sense.
Thank you.
Take that.
Cheers.
Where are we going?
The library festival. One thing we missed from not being in Charleston is our downtown area because it's so nice and they have stuff going on down here all summer, and our lovely library.
What are you doing, baby girl? You gonna get your face painted?
Yeah, I didn't know I did this one or this one.
I think either one would look really pretty on you. You pick.
Maybe this one next time. Maybe this one look cool.
That one is cool.
But I'm going to do mermaid one.
Oh, mermaid or a kitty? Which one are you gonna be?
Maybe next time.
Next time kitty, this time mermaid?
Yeah. Well, there are 2 mermaids.
Rubbing your head.
Look, there are 2 mermaids.
Oh my gosh,
That
how
one
are you
and
gonna
that one.
choose?
Maybe next time that one.
Or eeny, meeny, miny, mo?
Yeah, I'm going to do No, I'm going to choose this.
I like that one. Good choice.
She's getting her steps in. All right, 1, 2, 3.
I'll take my glasses.
Yes. Let me see.
I want to see myself.
Okay.
Wow.
Whoa, you're transforming.
Oh my gosh, I think she's a mermaid.
Whoa.
Oh, thank you.
Wow.
Beautiful. I don't see a fishy. I see a rhino, a bird. I
No.
see a fishy, but it was wrong. Birdie. Okay. Will you shake it? All right, start filling it up. Big scoop. Oh. Well, if you do 3, go ahead.
Maybe 2 scoops this time. Let me do 1 too.
The final touch. Real tight. And yeah, show them. It's beautiful.
Wow.
You did such a good job. I love it. Where are you going to put it?
And my bookshelf.
That's a good spot.
We heard they're posting in the library.
We're going to find them? Gosh, they are. They're in there.
Wow.
They're really in there.
I never thought I'd see a bunch of ponies inside the library.
We are now at the library, waiting our turn to see the ponies. We're in group D, and they're on group A.
It's kind of hard to film in here. We're just hiding in the back of the library, like some Jeepers Creepers.
There's a lot of kids. Tyanna's playing.
What's the next question?
Okay, the next question. Let me get my phone. Hold on. All right, you guys asked some good questions here. Where will you be traveling next? Do you even know the answer?
Actually, I do.
Okay.
I've been keeping up this time. We are going to New York like this weekend.
New York City.
Yeah, we have not been back to New York City since you and I were probably in our young 20s.
Yeah, we've only done layovers there with Tyanna, so she's never actually explored the city at all.
Last time we went, Rhianna and I stayed in the cheapest hotel imaginable. I think it was like called Hotel Jackson or something like that.
Hotel Carter.
Hotel Carter, was that the name of
And
it?
it used to be $100 a night. Now there's, I think, nothing in New York City for $100 a night. I'm really excited because we're going to take a bagel making class in New York City and learn how to make our own bagels.
Yeah, New York's cool for everything they have going on there. It's just a little too busy for me to live there, but it is really cool to explore. So we're excited for that.
We are. Okay, let's answer a couple questions while we're waiting because we were vlogging more than we were answering questions. How do you guys deal with negativity? I'm assuming they mean through social media.
Yeah, I mean, look, that's going to happen. Anytime you put yourself out there in life, you're going to get negativity, you're going to get judgment. And at first, it's natural to let that bother you a lot because you're not used to it. But you cannot hold yourself back or let others hold you back from what you want to ultimately accomplish, even if that negativity can be overwhelming at times. So you have to kind of just learn to let it go. I'm not perfect at this. Sometimes you guys know it still gets me, or I spend my time getting them. But that's going to happen with anything in life. Again, once you put yourself out, is that your watch going off? When you put yourself out there, you try to accomplish stuff that makes other people feel uncomfortable because maybe they would like to do that themselves and they just can't. Now, it's important. There is a difference between hate and negativity and constructive criticism. You should always be open-minded to constructive criticism and apply that if it makes sense to you. But the hate, the negativity, just let it go.
I don't even have anything to add because that was totally correct. I totally agree. All right, this is a good one. Do people look at you and wonder who you are because you're different color than Tyanna?
Yeah.
Yes, this does happen.
Can I tell my favorite story on this one? I think we were in Atlanta. We were on the tram. So basically, it's a train inside the airport that takes you from terminal to terminal. And there's the little poles inside there to hold on to so you don't fall down while the tram's moving. And I was holding it and looking one way, and then Tyanna had her hand way down, and another gentleman had his hand on the pole. And I turned around and I saw him. He was starting to look around. He tapped his buddy on the arm and he was like, "Do you know who this little girl is with?" But he was like saying it out loud. I just went for it. I said, "I'm actually her dad. I'm just really light skinned." And they busted out laughing. So it does happen. A lot of times people will try to like rescue her in the pool or like grab her if she's running through the airport. Not grab her, but like, "Hey, where's your parents?"
Yeah.
And we'll literally just be a few feet behind her. So it does happen. I don't get upset about that because I believe those people are just looking out for the little girl in that scenario. It's not normal. It's not a normal thing to see. So we completely understand.
Yeah, definitely. It happens less now that she's older because people will just say like, "Where's your parents?" And she'll just like point at us.
Yeah.
But when she was like really little and she'd be like 5 feet away from us, it would happen a lot.
Especially, you guys know she learned how to swim at a very young age. So when she was like 1 or 2, she would just run and jump in the deep end. And we were like sitting in our chairs or our loungers, and people would literally jump in the pool after her because they thought that no parents were around and she just jumped in the deep end. Little do they know we're right there and she can swim. But those people, again, they were just looking out for her.
Yes.
So yeah, it happens.
I think I'd rather them ask than like not say anything.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place you've been on vacation?
I don't have favorites anymore because every place has like something that I really love about it,
that's
and
a
also
good one.
something I dislike about it. So it would depend on if you're talking about beach or mountains or to relax or to stay busy and be adventurous.
For vacation,
Yeah.
I associate with like a completely relaxing experience, and mine is Palmaya, the House of Aya in Mexico.
Palmaya is probably one of our favorite
Because
places
it's
on earth.
vacation. It's not really like a travel destination. It's like truly a vacation, restore and rest and relax vacation.
And the food's incredible.
Yeah.
And Tyanna loves it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Palmaya is really high on our list, top 3 for sure. Want to travel somewhere now, you can always hit us up in the YouTube comments and we can give you some feedback. But now it's time to go see these ponies.
Let's go visit. going back to see Kenny. We'll say hi first. Need come over here.
Keep him up top. Okay. Okay, and then you want to get beside her on the side. She is soft.
Tyanna, is she soft?
You want to pet her a little bit?
Right here.
No, she's very soft.
Ready?
I don't know. Why would you try?
Ready? Everything's ready. Good job.
So cute.
That looks great.
The festival was fun. We all enjoyed ourselves, and now we're in the car headed to a house because John needs to take pictures of it. And it has been a minute since we've showed you guys a house or been to one. How do you feel?
Well, good. We actually sold this one before it ever even went on the market. So I just want to go grab a few after photos of it so that we have it for our portfolio, but there's no reason to get like 100 photos of this because we're not going to list it. I'm just going to go check it out. It's about 15 minutes from us, and baby girl's hungry, so we're probably going to get her some food on the way.
Oh yeah, it's like past her lunchtime, but we were having so much fun that we didn't even notice that none of us have eaten. But the next question, okay, this is the spilling the tea question that everybody's been asking, but we need to answer it now because a lot of other questions depend on it. So the next question is, are we moving to Atlanta? Do you want to answer?
Unfortunately, not right now. The timing just wasn't right. We really gave it a good shot. We put a lot of effort into it. We went down there for like 10 days. We looked at a ton of houses, schools. We did it all, but nothing felt quite right. And it felt very rushed. Also, the real estate market is really weird down there. It didn't really matter how much you wanted to spend. It was more about like, well, which market are you going to be in and which school zone are you going to be in and then what's the neighborhood like? All this takes time to figure out. And we didn't want to spend $1 million on a home and then not love the neighborhood. So the house that we really, really liked it, for example, we were like, okay, let's just do this house. It makes sense financially. Then we went and talked to the neighbors and it was like a retirement community. And that's just not what we want to buy into or have Tyanna grow up with. While it'd be really cool to have 30 grandmas around her giving her cookies and candy all day, she wants to go outside and play. That's what we would want for her if we're going to move to a neighborhood. That's the upside of a neighborhood, in my opinion. And we just could not find it fast enough. So time was kind of running out. We really needed to get Tyanna into speech therapy and to getting some tutoring and pick a school. And so more answers to come on that stuff. But for right now, I think we're going to stay put in West Virginia for the foreseeable future, at least for this year. Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent there, but I thought I could answer it all at once.
Yes, no, that was the complete and full answer. Atlanta is still on the table. West Virginia just makes the most sense for us right now, and we live in a neighborhood that does have like a lot of kids, and we live next to the park, so we couldn't force it. We're not spur of the moment decision makers, and it felt like very forced, so we just kind of had to back up and look at it from a bird's eye perspective.
We really wanted Atlanta to work for the diversity aspect of things. That's why Atlanta was high on our list, and it still is a priority for us, but we can't sacrifice everything else and make a rush decision based on just that factor alone, because there is no guarantee that you even get that inside your neighborhood or even inside your classroom.
The next question is for me, and I'm very excited to answer it, and that is, will I be going back to work as a nurse anesthetist, a CRNA? I'm so excited to say that yes, I will be going back to anesthesia practice this month. So I'm just waiting for all of my paperwork to go through at the hospital. I'll be going back to the trauma hospital that I worked at before. One of the downsides of traveling, there weren't many, but one of the big ones for me was not being able to work and not being able to do nursing. And so I realized it is like a part of my identity, and I feel like this might sound corny, but I feel like it's kind of like my contribution, something I do that's like helpful.
Your calling.
Yeah, my calling. So it's
purpose.
like, yeah, so it was harder for me than I thought not being able to do it. I thought I wouldn't really care and it would be fine because we're traveling, but I felt a lack of fulfillment and I really missed it.
Rhianna loves to help others, and like giving is her love language, acts of service. And so I think that's why it's your calling. You're really good at it. You're really patient with your patients, and you're always kind and always smiling. And so I think people feel comfortable having you in the hospital, and all of your peers miss you. So I think that's probably what's calling you back there. You're really good at it.
Thank you, babe.
So anytime you're really good at something, you long for it.
Yes, I am so excited. I miss all my friends at work and everything. And I'm just waiting on like credentialing and paperwork because I have been gone for almost a year. I honestly was ready to go back 3 weeks ago, but I just had to wait and follow the proper channels. But when I do go back, you guys will know. I cannot wait. Tyanna,
Yeah.
are you gonna come visit me in the operating room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I gonna give you a tour?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll ride the electric bike over there and bother mommy while she's at work.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, you guys, I can't wait. I've missed it so much. You have no idea. So happy to share that with you. Tyanna, do you want me to ask you a question, baby?
What?
Okay. What is your favorite thing about West Virginia?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
No way.
There's Chick-fil-A everywhere, baby.
Oh, thank you so much.
That was a funny answer as you get your
Thank you.
Chick-fil-A. Oh my gosh, can you believe she
Chick-fil-A.
said that? Tyanna's having Chick-fil-A for lunch, as you can see. And
By the way, if you guys are wondering what Tyanna thinks of all this, it depends on the day. But if she could pick one place to live,
where do you want to live?
Mexico.
Yeah, she won't
Always
say
Mexico.
Atlanta. She won't say West Virginia. She'll always say Mexico, and she will not deviate.
And hey, you never know. You never know. We actually have friends that grew up and went to school in Mexico. Her friends from Balance, Griffin and Phoebe.
Ayana and Zinni.
And
too.
all in Ayana and Zinni.
Yeah.
So maybe 1 year or eventually we do end up somewhere like that in Mexico for some schooling. But for right now, we need consistency. We need a routine. We need a
Yes.
regimen.
And I need to be able to work,
I
which
think
I
we
can't do outside of the U.S.
I want to clear that up too real quick because I think the rumors will start swirling that we're in financial trouble or something like that. Rhianna just wants to go back to work,
Oh,
you guys. Nothing's changed for us financially. We're doing fine. She just wants to go back to work. I know that sounds crazy to some of you that may hate your job, but the whole point of being financially free and being work optional is not so that you can just quit and retire and sit on a beach all day. That's absolutely boring, and a lot of people will lose their purpose. The point is to work when you want on what you want. I know that just went on a side tangent, but I really wanted to make that clear before the comments started.
I don't
flowing.
even feel like it was a side tangent because honestly, I have been working while we're traveling.
Of course,
on,
yeah.
on social media and everything. And it's just nursing is what fills my cup. If you're a nurse and you're thinking about going to CRNA school, do it. Okay, that's just what I'm gonna throw out there because I know we have a nurse following. It's the best job ever, and I can't wait to go back. And John is passionate about real estate and investing and teaching people how to. So we both have our passions. His is mobile. Unfortunately, mine's not. So maybe that's been
You
part
can
of
put
our
me to sleep
decision.
anytime you want.
Oh, thank you. I do want to say something I'm looking forward to doing this year is medical missions. I'm really wanting to do that. In order to do a medical mission, you have to be practicing somewhere. Your licensing has to be up to date. So I couldn't just travel around the world doing medical missions without working at a home hospital, really. So if people ask, why don't you just volunteer? And volunteering is actually not that simple. And I just wanted to address that before the question gets asked. But yeah, all right, we'll show you guys the house. We'll answer some more questions.
See you in a minute.
I like the view with the mirror and stuff. Here it is. Looks nice. John and Tyanna are already inside. We're gonna go find them. Hey, come. Come? Okay, oh, are we gonna hide? Okay. Yell to Daddy.
Daddy! Here we go.
Oh, you got your flashlight from your watch. That was a great idea. Daddy's never gonna find us.
Yes.
Put your light under your face.
Oh, spooky. Wait, I got a better idea.
What is it?
I'm going outside. Then you stay in here.
Okay.
And, but wait, you got a light on your watch?
I don't know. Probably.
Let's see.
Okay.
I think not.
Maybe you just gotta watch because it's a cool kids watch. He's coming. He's coming. Okay. Now see.
Daddy!
This room. This room. This room. I should have known that's where you were. I should have known.
Dad, look, let me show something. Ooh! You got a flashlight.
You have a flashlight? I want a flashlight.
I know. Me too. You probably have one.
I got one.
You got one more?
So I must have one too.
So I feel like right when we showed up, I was like, I recognize this house. You know what it was?
What?
We flipped the house next door. Right across the street.
Yeah, you
we flipped that house too. Yeah, and I think I remember when we acquired this one right before I left. But anyway, we definitely flipped the house next door. In fact, I think we did a video on that one.
Should we show the people what they want to see, which is the kitchen, guys?
Okay, come on. Come with me.
Hey, Tyanna, we're showing the kitchen, okay?
All right, so that's actually the house we flipped as well, right across the street. And I think that's why we probably sold this one before it ever hit the market, because our sign's in the yard and they probably knew of somebody. But anyway, come in here. And we put in a brand new kitchen. Granite countertops, stainless steel appliances, brand new white cabinets. And this house came out really nice. I see why it's sold as is, and a lot of people want to be in this district in the school zone. So we'll see what baby girl's up to. Oh, you found the fireplace. Wow. The spider web.
Okay, John, I'm going to let you answer the next question because you always have good words of wisdom. The next question is, when is enough in regards to money?
This is an excellent question, and I don't think there's an answer. I used to think it was a certain number that you had to reach, and then, you know, confetti would fall down and you would be all happy and everything would be great and you would be content. But, yeah, baby. Oh my gosh, where did you find that? Is that yours now? Finders keepers? You can have that if you want. I don't think that's on the list for the buyers. Oh my gosh. All right. Anyway, there is no magical number. There's nothing that's going to completely satisfy you or make you content. Now, of course, money does help, and reaching certain thresholds, a certain net worth does help. I'm not going to lie to you there, but it doesn't solve all your problems, and it never will, and it probably will not make you content. I'm not sure if you guys have ever heard of this before, but it's a thing called the hedonic treadmill, and it basically just means that no matter what you get, if you want your dream house, your dream car, your dream significant other, when you get it, it's only a matter of time before it becomes normal to you, and you just get used to it, and you will most likely just want more. I think that true happiness comes from being content with what you have, and I can say it, but it's really hard to practice. I'll be honest with you guys. So I guess I'm going on a tangent here, but you guys want to know when enough is enough, and you wanted to probably hear a number there, but there is no number. I would just say that work on being content with what you have, and if you can find happiness in what you have right now, it will make you happier with more later. But outside of that, there is no number. I'm sorry. Oh, you think we should get that fixed? All right, little Inspector Tyanna. So maybe you'll grow up to be a house inspector, but that is one of the things. This is a banister, and it actually should be a little bit tighter to the wall. So good eye. We should probably fix that before we close. Now, don't find too many more things and cost us too much money, okay?
Inspector Tyanna!
Inspector Tyanna to the rescue!
Daddy?
Yep.
I also want to message you on my watch.
Oh, okay. We'll have to set that up.
I sent you a request so you could get in on the
My
messages.
watch won't allow messages.
Oh, I'll help you.
No, it's broke. It won't do it.
Oh, I see.
You just have to message mommy 1,000 times.
All right, guys, we need to head home now because we have a special someone we haven't introduced you to yet at our house, and she's waiting on us.
Don't tell him yet. Don't tell him yet. You can tell him the name.
It's Danny, California.
Danny, California.
Danny Callie is... You guys are going to love her, okay? So let's
Also,
go.
I'm starving now. We didn't eat, obviously. We went to Chick-fil-A, so we didn't eat.
Yeah.
I'm starving.
I'm hungry, too.
Guys, we almost forgot.
What?
They redid and reopened one of our favorite stores of all time, Big Lots.
Oh!
And we were going to stop back by there. Do you want to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. We'll stop back by Big Lots. They supposedly redid the entire inside. I don't know. We thought they were going out of business, but it turns out they were just doing some updates. Rhianna and I have shopped at Big Lots since we've met. That's where we used to get all of our furniture. It's where we still do get our
We
furniture.
used to work there.
Not work there, but I used to subcontract their deliveries when I had my moving company.
You can't go wrong with a good Big Lots.
Comment down below. Do you love Big Lots? Do you guys love Big Lots like we love Big Lots? Not sponsored?
Big Lots is the store that we went to that had all the couches and mattresses on it that you used to play on. Do you remember that?
We get my new shelf.
We did not get your new shelf there, but Big Lots used to have a bunch of furniture in it, and you would like run around and play on the furniture. Yeah, I think you'll remember when you see it. I just noticed John had crumbs all over him.
Thanks a lot,
in the
babe.
last scene, like all over his body because he
Thanks for
just
looking
ate
out.
these. These are really good, by the way.
We have a rule
Eat 'em,
when
like,
we
every
film
day.
that when we're filming the other person, like make sure there's nothing in their teeth, make sure their hair, like they don't have stuff in their hair, their face.
John likes to tell me after I'm done filming that there's something in my teeth.
Sometimes I tell you while you're
For
filming.
example, last
While
week,
you're filming.
remember the dolphin vlog? Remember when I said there was something in my teeth and I stopped filming? John told me at the end.
No, I told you while you were filming.
You told me like when I was saying my last words.
That's what I noticed.
Okay, let's try this drink.
We don't try to look like perfect for camera, but obviously you don't want to do like a whole segment and have like a big, you know, peanut in the corner of your mouth.
This is really good.
How many products are you going to show in this vlog?
It's not sponsored, so I can just show whatever I want.
That's true, guys.
Sour
Sometimes
Nova.
we just share what we like. I was anti-prom, or I never tried prom until last week. And I don't follow the Logan brothers, the Paul brothers, whatever their name is.
We don't even know their name.
But he did a really good walkthrough of their factory and showed how they made prom in Tennessee, I believe.
Or Kentucky, I think.
Was it Kentucky? In Kentucky, in Louisville.
Yeah, okay.
And they did a really good job just like showing behind the scenes and how this stuff is made. And now, is it as good for you as just drinking water? Probably not, but it seemed to be. They run a tight ship over there and like make a good product.
I like
it. It is really good.
I like it because it's made from coconut water. It tastes like lightly flavored coconut water. Now open.
So the comeback starts now. Let's check it out.
I was scared. I thought Big Lots was really close to forever. Tyanna, the next question is for you.
What?
It's from a 4-year-old girl who watches your videos.
Yes.
It's a very important question, okay? She said, how can she get over her fear of swimming? And I think she asked you because you're such a good swimmer. So what advice would you give her?
Okay, once you go swimming, you need to get over your fear. You just have to do it.
That's a good. Just jump in.
Yeah, that's them.
Okay, just jump in.
They jump in.
Yeah? If you're feeling really scared before you jump in, what's some things you could do to help?
Ask for friends to help you.
Oh.
That's a really good idea.
Do you think she should go in the shallow end first or jump right in the deep end and get it over with?
Go to shallow end first.
Oh, and get used to the water and then jump in?
Mm-hmm.
That's not exactly how you did it. You were a little baby and you jumped out of the hot tub and then you ran and jumped right in the deep end and scared everyone. That's what you did.
Also, you want to have armfuls too, and joggers. You can go under and your eyes underwater first.
Oh, okay.
You can do it.
Tyanna insisted on bringing this umbrella with her into the store. What's the over-under that she wants to carry it the whole time, or I end up carrying it?
Look, I got my Big Lots orange bag to celebrate the big day.
Okay. It actually looks pretty similar, but I do say that they did a lot more aisles and more organization, and it does look to have new lighting. Pretty nice in here. We got the welcome sign. Let's see what we can find. Who's that in the mirror? It didn't take somebody very long to relocate the toy section. What are you doing? Meh.
What?
It didn't
Big
feel the
Lots?
same.
It actually had a lot less stuff, and it felt like a really sparse, like TJ Maxx.
Yeah, like they added like a lot of clothes or something. And you know what they did build? You guys have all seen these in all of the Marshalls, TJ Maxx, the little gotcha aisle where they build the little maze right before you check out with all the little knickknacks
they did build
to try
that.
to make you buy something right before you check out or get the kids bored and picking stuff off the shelves. They did build in the gotcha aisle, but other than that, it just wasn't hitting like it used to. They also downsized all of their furniture. Now they only have the mini sectionals and like the little chairs and stuff.
They also really downsized their grocery section. Like they used to have a bunch of specialty food items, and now it's smaller than the grocery section at like Dollar Tree.
I'm gonna get the new Big Lots like a C.
It was sad.
Yeah.
I did get paper towels and dish soap.
It's not gonna be the same. Baby girl, do you like the new Big Lots or no?
Yes.
That has nothing to do with Big Lots. She's obsessed with this watch.
They did not downsize the toy section though, so that's why.
Show
she
them
liked
real
it.
quick your number of notifications. Do you still have it?
Okay.
So the notifications are gone, but you can see the amount of messages. So anytime
How
like
cute.
she goes down a different aisle than us or just has a question, she talks into the watch. Yeah.
I hear this.
What is it? Are you recording us? Great, now she learned how to record us. You guys ready for a little surprise?
Big surprise.
We have a little visitor. Danny, California! She is the sweetest puppy. She's almost too sweet, too cuddly. She won't let you just sit down. She has to be right on top of you. And she's so gentle with Tyanna. Look,
Oh, baby.
Tyanna has
Yes, hi,
smothered her
baby.
with kisses and hugs, and she doesn't care. She won't bite. She won't even like wrestle chew.
She won't even jump on Tyanna.
No, she's the best. And look how docile she is. Like you do whatever you want with her.
Also, we don't need ever.
She was pregnant when she was at the shelter. Unfortunately, she couldn't keep the babies, so she recently had surgery, and we were watching her while she gets all better.
Yes. And we're so glad that she's
Also, guys-
okay after her big surgery.
What news do you have?
Also, you don't need to be released because they're always next to you. When we need to walk, they're always side to you.
She doesn't leave your side?
Nope.
That's really good trait in a dog. Because we had Beamer before, and Beamer would always run away. Yes.
Like with the waist.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
She is the absolute sweetest. If we were in the market for a doggie, she would be a strong consideration for sure.
I think we can just foster her like for the whole summer.
You can just foster the whole summer?
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, we won't get attached at all, right?
She's the best girl. She's the best
What's that?
girl. The best girl.
Foster.
We are fostering her.
No, we foster her, and then when someone's interested in her, we just meet them at the shelter, is what I told them.
Oh, I see.
You know what we should do? We should take her on a little camping trip and see how she does.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Want to go on a camping trip? Oh my God.
Smother her in your kisses. Don't worry, guys. We did not let Tyanna get that close to her face when she first got here, but she is, she's the best. She's a really good dog.
Let it go. Oh, her wacky tail.
Waggy tail.
Also,
Watch. I'm going to show you guys how docile she is. Come here. Look at this. She's a big baby.
Hi, baby.
She's just a big baby. She doesn't care.
She's so cute. Tyanna, do you want to ask everybody what we should rename her? Because her name from the shelter is...
Danny, California.
Yeah, her name is Danny California. I don't know if that's like from a movie or a show.
It's from Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think.
Oh, I actually know that band. I think Callie or Danny. Either
Yeah.
one of those would be good.
What about Danny Callie?
Yeah, maybe.
What about Princess?
Princess is a good name.
About Queen.
She doesn't care.
No.
She's kind of heavy though.
Where does she sleep, Tyanna?
And always in my room in your room.
Yes, she follows you everywhere, huh? But you gotta lay down.
We're back on our couch. Woo! Hi, baby. Yes, hi, baby. Okay, so the next question. Okay, I have a question before I ask the next
Okay.
question. Can we pick two winners? Because there's two really good questions.
Sure, you know what? We'll do two winners.
Two winners, and you both win the full amount.
Two $200 winners.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. The reason I chose these two questions is because they're the only questions that nobody else asked. They were like unique, original questions. And usually we get the same questions like 30 times. No offense if you ask the same question 30 times, but these people had insightful questions, right?
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. The first question is going to be from Muffin. Muffin, you're the first winner. And the question is, what is your greatest accomplishment thus far in life? Yes. Being Tyanna's parents is definitely our greatest accomplishment.
I used to say it was marrying Rhianna or convincing Rhianna to marry me was my greatest accomplishment, but now it's tied with being a dad to Tyanna.
Yes. I think I have three things.
Yep.
Okay. Tyanna, being Tyanna's parents,
Okay.
being like in a successful marriage for 17 years, especially when we met like at 18, I think that's like pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah, rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, to be together for 17 years after meeting at such a young age.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then my third thing would be finishing CRNA school. Like that was my goal for like so long since I was younger. That was like one of the most challenging academic things I've ever done. And so that would be like my more career-wise accomplishment.
Love it.
What would be your like career-wise accomplishment?
Just getting to where I am now from where I started, I think, and overcoming the obstacles. Like, for one, my ADHD. Like, I have a lot of struggles mentally. I've shared that with you guys before. Practicing the self-control and the diligence that it took to get here.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
I think you paved your own path. CRNA school was hard, but like I knew what steps to take to get what I wanted. You knew what you wanted, but you didn't know what steps to take, and you had to like build the staircase as you were climbing.
Yeah. I guess that's true. You know, like one of the things that I think of,
What is
it's
it?
kind of funny, is I was a photographer for a minute. I'm still a photographer, but I was on a professional photography journey and getting published as Photographer of the Year in the Hawaii magazine. I know that has nothing to do with the businesses I'm doing now or like a financial accomplishment, but I really, really enjoy photography.
That
So I
was
think-
really awesome.
Yeah.
We were like in Hawaii for travel nursing, and you won Photo of the Year for the whole Hawaii contest.
Yeah. It was really cool. I got like a full 2-page spread
was
in the
Holly
magazine.
Ocolo, right?
And then we found that magazine in like Books A Million or something.
Was that the
No, it wasn't Holly
it was the
Ocolo.
fisherman.
It was a
on the
fisherman
black
on the beach.
Because
Yeah.
the Holly Aquila one won something else.
Yeah, I've won multiple awards,
Yeah.
but that was the award. I would like to find my way back to just doing photography. It's really hard, obviously, when we travel with Tyanna. I've sacrificed the camera and the bag and all that for some vlogging stuff, and also just like to make us more mobile with the kid. But I would like to get back to that one. I know this is a really long.
It is really long, but I feel like you're unique because you're very practical, but you're also artsy.
Creative?
Yeah, like creative. You didn't like me calling you artsy. I feel like artistically inclined, but you're also like very practical businessman, and I feel like that's two kind of unusual things to go together.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And the next one,
Is the next one the back-to-back $200 winners?
yeah,
Okay.
from Smiley Face Deja. And the question is, what is the most important lesson you took from life this far?
The grass isn't always greener.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I think.
But I go.
What's yours? What's your lesson for life?
What's your most important thing you've ever learned in life?
Don't squish bugs.
Really good.
That's
one,
really
honey.
good. Don't
taught you
squish
that?
bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really sweet, baby girl.
You know who taught me that?
What?
Gigi.
Really?
Yeah. Aww.
Yeah, so I think that back to the grass isn't always greener. Just so you're always going to chase something else. This goes back to the other question.
For me, I think the grass is always greener.
The grass is not always
greener because we also learned that from traveling, thinking that was going to be the answer to like you're always happy and excited, and it becomes normal at some point. I have two, and it's really hard for me to choose one. Okay, one would be, it's a quote I saw one time, and it stuck with me, especially because I have like anxiety. I think it makes sense for like this personality, but we suffer far more in imagination than in reality. And actually, it doesn't have to just do with anxiety. It has to do with life, because no matter what, you're either living in the past or the future, and you're like imagining things. If today I'm just thinking like, where are we going to live next week? Where are we going to move next week? All day long, I'm just living in my imagination. And most of the worst case scenarios and like whatnot that you come up with are just imagination anyway. So if you could just live in reality.
So the saying is, depression is living in the past and anxiety is living in the future. You should do your best to live in the current state.
Yeah. And then my other one would be, nothing's permanent. Like,
Yes, Angel.
I want to have 3 winners.
You want to have 3 winners?
Please.
You want to give a third person $200?
should we just let her pick a random question?
Okay, and you want to pick the winner? Now we're up to 3 winners.
Do you want to pick the little girl who asked you about swimming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be really sweet.
Yeah, let me find her name really quick.
So obviously we'd have to give the money to her parents, and then she would have to give it to the kid, but that's okay. We
Here, can
do
you
that.
hold this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously her mom asked me. Hold on one second. Oh, my thing was though that nothing's permanent. So like no matter how bad something feels in the moment, just remember that it'll be over sometime. Even the same thing goes for happiness. Hi, baby. Yes, hi, baby.
Look at our little family on the couch. Baby girl's playing her Switch. Danny California's over here just hoping that we bring out food at some point.
You want to answer a question while I
Give me another question.
Are you one and done for kids?
Tyanna,
Yeah.
do you want little brothers and sisters?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Baby girl does not want siblings. She is adamant about it. She's never changed her mind. She's never once faltered. And I think we're fine with that. So, one and done for us. There is a possibility that we foster more, or that we eventually adopt an older child when Tyanna is older. So we never want to say never, but for right now, we were happy as a triangle.
The strongest shape.
If for anybody going, oh, you guys got to give that girl a brother or a sister. Hey, Tyanna.
Yeah?
They're saying that we need to give you a brother or sister.
No. No.
There's your answer.
And the winner for the swim question was, it's Nina Charity. She said, my daughter 4 wants to ask Tyanna how she can get over her fear of
There
swimming.
you go. 3 winners, $200 each. We will reach out to you, okay? Or, I mean, you can comment that you won, but do not accept any money from anybody that's not us.
We will reach out to you directly through Instagram DMs from the Schoeller
And it won't
family
cost you
with
anything.
the check mark. Yes.
So how these scammers try to get you is they say, hey, send me $5, send me $20 so I can send you your winnings. Never. We will take care of all the expenses. You will get your money.
Yes. And then let's answer one more question, Tyanna. This question's also kind of for you. Has baby girl asked to get her ears pierced?
Oh, do you want your ears pierced?
Yes, I do.
You do? Like real ear pierced or clip-ons?
Real.
Real.
Right now? Like
You want me to do it right now?
when you're no. Do you want it like when you're 6 years old, or when do you want it?
6 years old.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So John and I had talked about before, we were thinking when she's 10. But if she seems mature enough and like she understands the decisions she's making, we are flexible, right?
Yeah, I'm not against the ear pierce thing. My ears pierced. Fun fact about me, I got it in 8th grade. I had a little diamond, like little stud. Shouldn't admit that, but I did. You see it, baby? Is that silly that Daddy had his ear pierced?
The reason we haven't done it yet is because we were just waiting for her to like be really persistent that she really wants it. And also I want her to be able to take care of them herself and it to be like a whole experience. So
I was going to let her get a full body tattoo as well. I think that around like 7 years old, that's okay. Baby girl, you want a full body tattoo?
So you want to get your ears pierced tomorrow? Mm-hmm. Really? Tomorrow?
Are you sure? We did not have that on the
I
itinerary.
think Gigi really wants to be there, so can we plan it when Gigi visits?
Sure.
Okay. We don't know, she might change her mind, right?
Yep.
Never going to change my mind.
All right, we'll see you guys soon to answer another question, right?
Yep. And comment down below, do you guys like this Q&A style where we're vlogging / Q&A? Gets me kind of out of sorts.
I said we should just sit in one spot and answer like all the questions, but John said we should like go about our day and vlog and answer them.
Well, I'm like that was my idea and I'm also struggling with it.
It's hard to stay oriented because you're trying to answer questions and flow with the vlog. But I think we're doing a good job.
Yeah,
Right?
sure. Have we told you guys about our watches yet?
Shut up. So, oh my God, that was not good. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry.
Did you
Don't
hear
say
it
that.
in front of our daughter?
Don't say that to people. Do you want to update them on your medication journey?
Ooh, I'll tell you about this real quick. All right, so I don't know if it was the last vlog or the vlog before, but I did start a journey for my medication on my ADHD. And after not being medicated for almost 18 years, I tried a new medicine. It did not get along with me. That was a really rough 2 weeks. So I completely came off of that and I went back in. She tried to give me a new medication, but then we both agreed that I should just talk with somebody first and maybe just like do some like traditional therapy. And wouldn't you know it, it's been a week and I haven't heard from anybody. This is my whole dilemma with doing this and going down this journey. The healthcare system is just so out of whack here and out of sorts. They're just oversaturated, inundated with patients, and they can't keep up with people. And so I'm kind of jaded. I don't know, should I try a new medication? Should I force the issue and find the therapy? I don't know. I am trying. I'm literally out here trying, but they're not making it easy for me. And yeah.
The medication thing was tough. You didn't have a good reaction to it.
All right. I need to eat, and then we can answer some more questions after that.
Look at
I know. How sweet.
my baby. And she's the best girl. Look. She's the best girl ever. We are now at the dog park. We wanted to see how Danny Callie does with the other dogs, but there's no other dogs here, so her and Tyanna are just playing. Where are you? There you are.
You having fun with Danny?
She's having so much fun. But they're having a blast, and we thought we would answer another question.
All right, let's do it.
Ready? Okay, this is probably the second most asked question, and it is, will Tyanna be homeschooled or go to school?
We finally have an answer.
Yeah.
Finally.
Tyanna will be going to school for first grade. She's so excited. She said that she wants to go back to school after being homeschooled for the past 2 months.
So we toured a bunch of schools in both Atlanta and back home, and we had all but given up hope. And we walked through the final school, the school that we've now enrolled her in, and we just all had a good feeling. Tyanna was running around. She said she loved it. They had a huge outdoor play area with like tons of
Basketball
activities.
gym
They had a whole
inside.
basketball gym. And the classrooms felt really updated and nice and like spacious. And I like how many teachers that they have to the students. It is a private school, a private Montessori school, and I think she's going to do fantastic.
Yeah.
But we did have to make a decision, and this is the one we landed on, and we truly feel this is for the best for right now.
Yes, it just felt right more than anywhere we had been. And they have like a reading specialist, a speech therapist, like everybody
We
there
actually
that you
got
need.
on from that, and we were still debating on Atlanta at this point.
Yeah.
And sometimes you just have to go with your gut feeling.
Yeah, and Tyanna even said, I want to go to school there. So she'll actually be going to summer camp there this summer to get kind of eased into it, and then she'll start school in August.
So we're feeling very thankful to have landed on a decision finally, and a decision that actually feels good to us.
Yes. And the next question kind of piggybacks off that, and it is, what sports is Tyanna going to play now that
All
we're
of
back
them.
home? I know, so let's ask her, because she changes her mind
Baby girl, quick,
sometimes.
come here. Quick. We have a question for you.
Yeah.
All right, let me make sure I don't kneel and poop here. What sports are you going to do this summer?
I think maybe ice skating.
Ice skating. You're going to do ice skating camp? And what's another sport you're going to do?
Indoor soccer.
You're going to do indoor soccer? Well, we haven't discussed that one, but maybe. Do you want a hint? Do you want to remember?
Yeah. Swimming.
Swimming. You miss your swim coach, right?
Yeah.
And your swim team. She did so good when she was on the swim team the first time. Of course, soon after that, we had left for our adventures. She's an incredible swimmer. You guys all know that. So you ready to get back in the pool?
Yep.
And she also asked me to sign her up for gymnastics.
And gymnastics?
Yep.
So gymnastics, swimming, skating, and possibly indoor soccer?
Yep.
How are you going to fit all that in your schedule?
Maybe every month.
Maybe every month. Okay, that's good.
Okay.
Man. Okay, see you later. Thanks for your time.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too cute. She's gonna get you! So if you're new here, the dog thing probably makes you really nervous, and we understand that, but please understand that we have fostered probably 50 dogs at this point,
Gosh.
and then probably another 30 or 40 cats.
When Tyanna came to us when she was 11 months old, we had
yeah.
four
We
dogs.
had 4 dogs with us. We still have the picture of
Foster
that.
dogs, yeah.
Well, one was ours.
One was
Beamer.
and the other 3 were foster dogs.
So they all go through behavior training first before they come to us, and then we have a good relationship with the people up at the shelter. And obviously, when we bring them in, we're very safe and cautious for the first couple days. Fill out the dog first, and then we feel safer and safer to what you're seeing now. I did want to address that because if
Yeah.
it's your first video, or maybe even your second, you're probably like, "Oh my gosh, you're just letting her play around and be chased by a huge
Some
dog."
random pit bull.
And then some people just aren't animal people, and I get that
Yeah.
too. And you guys just wouldn't have it, period. That's fine. Don't blame you and don't judge you. But please understand, we're always looking out for Tyanna.
Yes.
Do we have one more question?
Wait, yeah, let me give
Well, we'll have more questions, but one more right now.
Okay, I have another good one because I posted like a little I don't know, I went on a rant about marriage and commitment on Instagram. So
Yeah.
somebody asked, what are the keys to having like such a successful marriage? Because we've lived together for 17 years. We've been married for 15, something like that. How
Yeah.
many years? 14 years?
We've been together for, it's
yeah.
been too long.
Hey. So let's each go. What are your top 3 keys to a successful marriage? Hello, baby.
Communication, patience, and compromise.
Look.
Yeah,
That's a
baby,
good
what are
one.
you showing us?
Oh, did you put her on a leash?
Oh,
want-
okay. You're going to walk her on a leash
You
inside
want
the
to
dog park?
take her off so she can run? There you go. Commitment to like your not like don't cheat. That obviously
Yeah,
that's
we
an
can
obvious,
cheat. That's
but I
easy.
mean like be committed to putting your relationship first. Be committed to putting your relationship first above everything else. You said patience, right?
Yep.
2, I would say having empathy for the other person's feelings even when you're upset.
Yeah.
Especially when you've been together for a long time, you can get almost like insensitive to the other person. Like if you're upset.
What's it called when you like work at a hospital all the time and like see the same thing over and over
Like
and again?
burnout?
No, like if you see a patient, like you're not, is it insensitized?
Desensitized.
Desensitized.
Hello.
Hey, baby,
Hey,
beautiful.
And then my third one, you said good ones, so I'm trying to think of. My third one would be have a sense of humor. Like everything can be a joke, even if you're.
If you had no sense of humor, you're not going to make it with me.
No way.
Like people even like when I just made the comment just earlier about cheating, just joking around. I'm a very sarcastic person. That is my sense of humor. And if you can't get along with that or understand it, it would just be awkward.
Well, they're not going to marry you, so they don't have to worry about that.
Well, hey, I might be looking, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You know?
totally. I would say people think like, because obviously we don't really fight on camera, that we like don't argue.
Yeah.
Tyanna has something to show you, but yes, we argue. Sometimes like we might be disagreeing for like a week, but we always work it out, right?
Yes.
Introduce you.
Okay, introduce us.
Models.
Oh, wow, she has a scarf. Hi, little model.
Also, with me.
Oh, so cute. So cute. Fabulous.
Sashay,
Fabulous.
do your walk. Runway walk. Where's your runway walk?
Yeah, but you need to make one.
I'll make a runway? All right, I'll put one down.
You need to build it first.
Build what? A runway?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to build it. It's pretend.
And a mat.
Oh, and a mat. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay, okay.
Oh, that's a little too much attitude.
I like it. I like
To
it.
shut down the runway.
Then your turn to do modeling.
Come here, girlie. Do
Look
your
at the
modeling.
runway walk.
Do your modeling. Yes, do your modeling. Yes.
I was going to close that part out with, like, if you're going to be in a relationship for a long time and you want it to be successful, in my opinion, communication's probably got to be number one. And not just communicating, like just talking back and forth, but communicating when something's bothering you, communicating when you're not happy with the other person or not just happy in general. And if you're just not with somebody you can share all that with all the time, I'm not saying it can't work. The journey's already going to be difficult, so actually you're going to make it 10 times harder. But there's no such thing as being happy every day in life or in a relationship. And I'm saying just realize that, like, in my opinion, it's worth it. Like, it will be worth it, but you got to put in the work. Does that make sense?
Yeah, love you.
Love you. I was getting ready to do another question, but Tyanna has something she wants to show you guys. All right, what do you want to show them?
Welcome to a Kung Fu, guys.
Oh, is this a Kung Fu show now? Okay, how's it go? Well, remember, you got to get in your stance and do your tiger claw and all that. Do you remember?
Yep.
Okay, let's see it. Oh, good bow. Okay. Then your Kung Fu stance. Oh, perfect. Then your step forward. Yes. And then a step back, and then into your tiger claw. Oh my gosh. Oh, she remembered. Oh no. Okay. Nobody's messing with Tyanna. What would happen if somebody came up and tried to attack you? What would you do? Oh my gosh. Okay, a little Mortal Kombat. You are dangerous.
Thank you.
Yeah, not only to others, but maybe even yourself. I love you, baby. Woohoo! And for our last question at the dog park, we got asked, is Tyanna back in speech therapy? And yes, she is. She's in speech therapy twice a week, and we also found her a tutor to tutor her twice a week to get her prepared for first grade. So she is a busy little girl this entire summer. We also have some travels coming up, but we're not going to be traveling for as long as we're used to or that you guys are used to seeing us do. But baby girl is all set up now. She's squared away. We have a routine. We have a system. And baby girl is going to be all square and ready for first grade.
You can make that a double question because people said, will you keep traveling now that you...
We will always travel, guys. So we have New York coming up, and then I think we might be going to Mexico after that.
But we're going to be going on shorter trips, like not like months like we were before. And then we'll be trying to travel around school and sports because she said she really wants to like get good at figure skating and a few other things. And so we're just going to work.
This is a good example of life, guys. You always have to be malleable and ready to change things, and we're excited to take you guys along with us.
I saw a cute quote on Instagram that said our kids' hobbies are our hobbies right now, like in this season of life. So I think that's fun. Like you can get really into like whatever your kids are really into, and then when they grow up and go to college or do whatever, then you can go back to your like photography and long-term travel, right?
That's right.
Even though I don't want her to grow up and go to college.
I know. I keep telling her to stop growing, but she's not listening.
Tyanna is in bed along with Danny Callie. Tyanna has messaged me like 5 times since she's
I'm
to
not
bed.
sure about this watch in the bed thing.
She wanted to try to wear it to bed, and I told her that's fine as long as you can go to sleep. So she first set the alarm to wake her up at 6 a.m., and then I changed it to wake her up at 8 a.m. because she's really excited to have an alarm.
This sounds like a bad idea.
Do you remember your first alarm clock, though?
Yeah, it wasn't on my wrist.
But weren't you excited about it?
My first alarm clock?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think, you know what it was? It was a Tasmanian devil. Remember the cartoon?
Yeah.
It was a Tasmanian devil. It had the arms on the side, alarm clock, and I had that thing forever.
Oh, shoot.
no.
The fireworks are definitely going to wake her up.
Baby girl's going to be back downstairs in about 10 seconds.
Wait for it. I just heard the fireworks.
So we have a baseball park, not even like 2 blocks from our house. And when they have their games, they have fireworks.
Yes,
and
baby.
Here comes baby girl.
It's the fireworks. Yeah,
Of course,
come
you can see the
on.
fireworks, baby. All right, we'll close this out in about 10 more minutes.
Fireworks, let's go. Did you hear one pop when you were up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we go to Asia to dance class.
You want to go to Asia for your dance class?
The big one.
Finale. Let's try this again. The fireworks are over, and now we're just going to answer the last questions. Okay, so we're going to answer them like kind of all in a row. We'll try to answer them fast, right?
Yeah, let's do it. Fire round.
What would you guys do if Tyanna wants to spend more time with her birth mom? We would let her spend more time with her birth mom. Like, we like to see her as much as we can. She does live out of state, but if Tyanna expressed that she wants to see her more, then we will see her more. And
Yeah, we have no jealousy or worry or anything like that at all. I can understand, like, if you're not in this predicament or situation, why you may think that, but we all just want what's best for Tyanna. We wouldn't mind at all.
No, it would be great. And I feel like you can love multiple children and children can love multiple parents. So there's enough left for everybody.
Yes.
Okay. The next question is going to be, how do you guys feel living back in the US now after being abroad for so long?
Right back to normal. I feel like. I mean, it was weird for maybe a week or two coming back home, but then just like anything else, you get back into the swing of things.
Yes. I feel like, I mean, we've been in the US our whole lives, so it feels more different living abroad than coming back home. And like, obviously there are some things that are different. I would say the US in general is just more convenient, right?
More
like,
infrastructure.
Yeah, like all your conveniences are
Pros
there.
and cons to all
Pros
countries.
and cons,
but,
yes.
If you were born in the U.S. and you're used to U.S. infrastructure and the convenience of everything and the systems that we have, it's kind of hard, or it takes some getting used to the countries that don't have that type of development yet. With that being said, maybe they don't want that development.
Yeah, there's probably
It's kind of one of those things, once you had it, it's hard to go back, but life may have been better without it.
Yeah. The other question was, have you considered living abroad? And if you did have to live abroad, what country would you choose? We have thought about it before. After traveling for a year and realizing that I want to be able to do nursing anesthesia, we are not going to be living abroad at this point in our lives because
I think maybe
I
in
can't
the
do
future.
it. Yeah.
Maybe in the future. For sure.
But where would we choose?
We really loved Australia.
Yeah, I would definitely say, if I was just one off like naming it, I would definitely say Australia.
If
Melbourne was great.
Our current businesses, mostly mine, didn't rely so much on the Eastern time zone, then it would make Australia more viable. Mm-hmm. There's definitely more places we would consider, but we haven't even been to every country we want to go to yet. So.
Yeah, we really liked South Africa too. I feel like we could live there. There's a lot of places.
Yeah. Don't worry. Some of you follow us for our homey Q&A content, and some of you follow us for our travel content. Don't worry. We're not stopping travel. Baby Girl's only been to 30 countries so far, and our goal is 50 by 18, but I think we might get closer to like 100. But we'll see.
What's the most important thing you guys value as a family when trying to pick a place to live? I think the most important thing would be being near work and school, because we don't want to spend like all of our time commuting.
Yeah, convenience.
Yeah.
Efficiency. We used to live in a place where it would take 30 minutes to get to town. So that's an hour round trip. And I looked at the statistics one time. I don't have them in front of me, so I'm not even going to guess. But a lot of Americans spend a lot of time in vehicles commuting. So for us, we do not want to spend 4 or 5 hours a week in a car. She can literally walk to the hospital. We can walk to the library. We can get her to her new school in under 5 minutes. These things are important to us. So I would say convenience. And so we spend more time together doing the things that we like instead of commuting.
The next question's for you, and that is, how do you get involved in real estate investing, especially if you live in an expensive city?
So, I mean, obviously I teach this, but if you want to invest in real estate and you live in a very high cost of living area like
They said
Los
Seattle.
Angeles, Seattle, New York, these markets are cost prohibitive to get started in real estate investing. So you must learn how to invest in long distance real estate. So you would target markets like where we live in West Virginia, Tennessee, pretty much the Midwest, and then rural markets, maybe even within your state. But you must learn how to access those markets, find leads in those markets, and find a team in those markets. And it is possible. Of course, it sounds scary if you haven't done it, but that's kind of your only option unless you want to raise a ton of capital to be able to invest in your local market. But even then, it gets risky, because if you're going to put $2 million in a flip in Seattle, it's a lot of money outlaid, a lot of risk, time, and probably going to scare you to death on your first flip. Whereas you could take $100,000 and come to somewhere like West Virginia and do a flip. So
Maybe you should tell them about more than money.
yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to pitch more than money, but if you guys are ever interested in investing in real estate and want to learn more about it, we have a community where I teach people every single month how to do this, all the different strategies, how to raise money, how to lend money. It's not for everybody. You need to qualify, because we don't want just anybody jumping in this. We don't want to take anybody's last dollar, but this is for people who are serious about real estate investing and who want to speed up that process with somebody that has a lot of experience. And obviously, hopefully, if you're watching us, you can trust. So if you're interested in joining More Than Money, we'll leave the link down below and you can schedule a call with us, see if you qualify, and we would love to have you.
The next question is, how does being YouTubers affect your parenting? I would say it doesn't. I don't think there's anything we're doing differently.
I was thinking about this the other day, and a lot of people try to get us to feel bad about doing the YouTube as a family. I think Netflix just came out with a documentary beating up family vloggers, but they're not really family vloggers. They're more just kid vloggers with parents behind the camera. I've given my opinion on this before. I think that family vlogging is a problem when the kid must be on camera, when everything's centralized around the kid and the entire income for the family is based on the kid performing and making the videos, right? That's not us. We've been over this a million times. But what I do love about YouTube for us and the way we do it is that it allows us to create, it allows us to work a little bit, allows us to make some income, but as a family, right? We get to spend more time with Tyanna because of YouTube, not less.
Do you think it affects your parenting style at all?
I don't think so. Not because of the way we do it. I say I'm more cognizant, of course. I think I'm probably a better parent because I feel like I'm on eggshells sometimes because so many people are watching us and judging us. I don't let that dictate my parenting, but obviously I'm cognizant of it. But we also get a ton of constructive criticism too.
Yeah.
A lot of help. You guys help us. I'm not talking about the hateful comments. I'm talking about the ones that, like, you know, you guys have been through this. You've done the interracial adoption before, and maybe you're on your third or fourth adoptee and you've done this for 20 years. We want that feedback. Or maybe you're a black girl that grew up in a white household and now you're 24 years old and you want to tell us what to look out for or things we should watch for or even do better. We want that feedback. And what's really cool about the internet is we can access that feedback.
Yes.
So, yes. I'm not going to say it doesn't affect our parenting. I shouldn't have said that if I did.
I think
it makes us better.
Yeah, I don't think it consciously affects our parenting, but it is definitely nice to have like a community that give you advice and like different points of view and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. Let's do the last question.
Okay, the last question is, how can I become a successful content creator?
This is something we need to build out one day is because, man, we knew everything you should not do.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important advice.
I think the most important things are consistency, covering a topic or niche that you're passionate about, and also like not just doing it for the money because there's no guarantee you'll make money, and if you do, it might take years to make money. So you have to post like on a regular basis. You have to post even when nobody's watching, and you just have to keep doing it just because you want to. When I started posting on YouTube, nobody was really watching, and I posted for like 2 years before we started making like money.
Yeah.
But I wanted to put CRNA information out there because I thought there wasn't enough information. And then it morphed into this, obviously. But you just have to have something you're passionate about sharing.
See, this is why we need a podcast. I feel like we talk so much, like when we do these Q&As, because we have so much, like we can help with these questions and talk for an hour on just this subject. Yeah. Yes, Rhianna is right. Consistency is key. If you can't make a video a week for probably a year, and you're not going to enjoy every week, but if you can't do that for an entire year, you're probably in for a bumpy ride. It is saturated with creators and content, but it is not saturated with people who are consistent
For long periods
of time. So keep in mind, we've made a video a week. I think we've only missed 2 or 3 weeks, but we made a video a week for going on 8 years.
Since 2018.
7 years.
7 years.
Right? And then it's going to be hard because you're going to compare yourself to others. Some people, they just take off from the beginning, and there's nothing you can do about that. Then some people have to make videos for years. A lot of you know Mr. Beast. I think he went a few years.
I think he said like 5.
I think he went 5 or so years without getting any followers, any traction,
or any money.
And now he's the biggest creator on the platform. The same thing goes for us. You know, it took us a long time too to get traction.
And we're like opposite of what's popular now because we were long form creators. And then we didn't care about like Instagram, and there wasn't short form yet. Now I feel like you could just be a short form creator and do just as well. I like long form better, but I feel like short form is like the thing now. So you could just be Instagram and TikToker and do just as well as like us over here with these long YouTube videos.
It's a great career because it does allow you to work when you want and kind of wherever you want as long as you have internet, which is really cool. But anyway,
wrap it up.
Feedback real quick. Should we start a podcast?
I feel like
we've been talking about it forever. I feel like we're very passionate about the subjects that we talk about.
And we were like, oh, we can't.
And we can argue. Like we can argue. I'd love to debate. She hates to debate.
We should make a whole podcast about our last marital argument.
We would need a lot of time for that. All right.
But
I don't know if we need another thing on our plate, so I'm not going to commit to it, but maybe. But either way, with that being said,
everybody has a podcast, so we just have one too. Right?
We love you guys. We appreciate your support. Remember to always explore kindly. And if you guys are wondering where our merch is, we're ordering more merch. Remember, we ran out of it on our travels. So we do support Explore Kindly. If you guys ever want more of that.
It's on our website.
It's on our website. We appreciate you guys. You got anything else to say? I'm so tired now.
No, that's it. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye. I know we just closed the video, but Tyanna just sent Rhianna the cutest message, and I wanted you guys to hear it.
Mama, will you come back? I want to say goodnight to you. Please. Please, Mama.
It's not cute, it's sad.
She's good at it. She's good at it.
I want to stay on me. I love you.
I love you.
Listen to the one above it.
She's the best.
Will you get a snack with me?
Mama, I'm going to miss you. Please, I have a little snack. Can you please give me a kiss tonight? Because I can't miss you. Please come back. Please, please.
Guys, she's impossibly cute. I can't even, like, you guys know, but you know, you can't like get the full effect through the video. And she's the best, cutest, most precious little girl in the whole world. Now I gotta go give her a hug and kiss.
I know. I can
right.
go back up there and
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna point this down a little.
Sending messages over here.
Hey, don't tell me.
Don't tell on her.
I reset all of the what are they called? Codes? Yeah. It's like this is going to be like a 2.5 minute segment in this library spot.
That's okay, because we're just going all over the place, right? You guys think it's okay, right? Think they think it's okay?
I hate it. We've already chose a school.
No, you answered it already.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I'm just gonna cut him off. Okay.
All right, so we have a big surprise for you. It's just a foster dog, not a forever doggy. Maybe. We'll never know. But you guys ready? Oh, hold on. That ruined the surprise. Muffin?
What is your greatest?
Okay, so, oh man, I'm kind of out of.
Here, let me get out of your way.
She's actually in speech spirit.
Okay, next question is, how does being YouTubers... Are you good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I felt something in my nose. There's definitely places we would consider. And what's going
My
on?
hair is stuck, sorry. I think the most important things are consistency.